A new year. 2020. I've been contemplating this sermon for many weeks, and I guess this is the time, huh? Let's look over to Matthew 13. Matthew 13. We're going to look at verse 44. Matthew 13, verse 44. Very familiar to most. Matthew 13, verse 44. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field.
Yes, amen.
The topic or the title of the sermon today is, do you own or do you rent? Do you own or do you rent? That probably doesn't make much sense right now, but hopefully by the time we get done here in the next few minutes. I was thought about Brother Matt, and his probably deals with a lot of rentals, don't you, Brother Matt? How do people take care of those rentals sometimes, Brother Matt?
Not very good.
Not very good. There's a difference in there in owning something and renting something that's not yours. Well, we can do the same thing in the gospel, can't we? As I was contemplating this, like I said, for several weeks or maybe a couple months, I happened to stop by the church during the work week. I'm out and about, and sometimes I'll stop by here and go to the restroom. And I stopped and went into the small bathroom there in the hallway. And as I went and washed my hands, and I went to get a paper towel, and as I got the paper towels, there was none there, and I turned the knob, and there was none there, and it frustrated me. And I thought, well, who in the world cleaned this week? How in the world? Why couldn't they? As I'm dripping hands, why couldn't they replace the paper towels? And the Lord spoke to my heart and says, do you own it or do you rent it? Is it their job or is it your job? Is it your job to complain or is it your job to do something about it? Own it. And so I went and got the key, knew right where it was, knew where the paper towels were. I knew how to load the paper towel machine. It took just a few minutes to do it. But the Lord showed me